Hi everybody, how you doing? There's one for you, Letty. Yeah, I'm lucky to even have hair right now after having more gallons and all the crap they've put me through. That's a fact. Yeah, it don't matter though. You know. So, hope everybody's doing good. I am, I'm okay. Um, Let me turn this down a bit. Oh, geez. A lot of people putting out some pretty good stuff today. Um, Made me think a lot. Uh, Love my cross training t-shirt. Yeah. Um, that's the best way to do stuff like, yeah, dance a little bit. If I had a jump rope, I'd be jumping that. I sent some to Joya and Landon, grandkids, but Landon's Joya's brother. So yeah, but they were kid ones. If I had a real one, I'd be jumping. I couldn't for a while because of broken toes, but and ones that won't heal, I don't care. I just ignore that shit. If I got painful spots, I ignore it. Just put it on my mind. Actually, fuse different nerve endings is what you can do. So your body's capable in every area. Doesn't matter where it is. I mean, if you got body parts cut off, not much you can do about it. But you know, so yeah. Yeah, let's see what else is going on. It was a sunny day, but it was a little cool. Last night was almost like downright cold. I've got outdoor plants, some are tropical. I was thinking about bringing them in. I started a little fire in the wood stove, and um, someday I'm gonna start a big fire. I'll tell you a funny story. I was like 4 years old, and me and this little boy across the street, I think he must have been about three and a half. But he went in and he got matches from his grandma. So I went outside and I got sticks. And mind you, we're in on the edge of the city. We're just like, we could see the skyline of Minneapolis, like right downtown, like a couple miles. But as the crow flies, like about not even a mile. But yeah, we're city. Um, so yeah, he gets them, and I'm getting sticks, and I didn't think it would start or nothing, but it might have been about this time of year, and it was sort of coolish, and they'd let us sit in the oh, excuse me a minute. They'd let us sit in. Oh, okay. Anyway, so they'd let us sit in the garage, and he had his bike in there, and like a pedal fire engine thingy. So, um, well, anyway, um, I got the matches going and lit it, and we had a nice fire going. And his grandma had apple trees out in the yard, and so we went out. I went out and got more wood. Well, the next thing you know, this 4-year-old started their garage on fire. So that was my first experience with fire. Bad, yeah, I know. Well, two, who wasn't watching their kids, them or mine. So, yeah, my internet said check connection. Yeah, check that too, buddy. Ah, I flipped the TV off. Kinda. I go like this. I watched a show called Last of the Summer Wine, and this little man, they called Campo. He'd always go, you know. So yeah. Um. Oh, what's it gonna say? I'll get back to it. Mm, started a fire. Yeah, I made a good campfire girl. I did. I'm good at starting fires. Doug's like, I'm really good at starting fires. I'm like, Not as good as I am. Yes, I'm good at it. I even used to like shock people when I was young. I could either heal them or shock them. They'd come up touching on me, and some of them got hurt doing it, before I could keep my energy inside like that. So that's a true story. Gifts from God. But he did tell me I'm the only one with that. Satan used to have that. You know, you earn it, and I'm over. You know, so told you these things are true. It really is. But you'd have to actually like shake my hand to feel that, and you would. Like I said, you'd feel me. You might feel me from where you live, but you would feel me definitely if we were in the same store together. People avoid me. They literally try to get out of my vicinity as fast as they can. So, which is probably a good idea. I always wondered why I was taking around different minds and to pick their brains because I could hear them thinking so clear, you know. So, yeah. I don't know. I know I listen to God, and I know He gives me messages for people, and I put that in their minds just like anybody else can, but they have to go through the grapevine. I'm direct. And if they don't listen, well, like there's one today. Today's the last day, and he fell from grace. If you don't listen, you can't sit there and pray to Jesus and pretend that you're whole like that, because you're not. If you're literally, you may be helping one person or yourself and leading 100 astray. Does that make you good? So, like, words matter. So there's people out there speaking words, repetitive insults to God that actually diminishes his energy. So he takes that energy back from those that are doing that. And that's how he never weakens. But, nobody likes to do that. It's like, it's worse than taking a toy from a kid, let me tell you. So, had to do that a couple times. I mean, I had two boys. If I didn't buy them the same thing, they were little bees like that. So I just be like, pick out what you want, and I don't want any arguments. Here's what you can spend, and that's that. And the cool thing about my oldest son, this is how compassionate he is on the inside like that. Now, like I say, I haven't seen him for a long, long time, but he used to give his brother extra money to buy designer shoes while Luke wore Velcro shoes. So here's little Yippee Skippy running around in designer shoes while his brother dressed like a scrub for his brother. Whoa. So I was similar to that with my brother. But after you do that for a while in your life and you do that and you give for people, it's not like you quit giving, but you do have to become more selective. Well, that's what's God took a lot teaching me that. That's the truth, too. So I worked, I had all kinds of friends that would go to the movies with me because I had stuff. So, when I was young. I know what that's all about. Did they like me? Maybe a little bit. Probably not. Yeah. Most people don't because I am forward and I'm speaking the truth and they can't handle that crap. And maybe they can't handle my swearing, but it's okay when they do, that type of thing. So, yeah. I got a few so-called friends like that too. Are they frenemies? Well, they're falling in the line of being on the fence and I'm ready to push them on the other side, that type of friend. So, yeah, not too good of friends. Yeah, this is not a peaceful, safe world, and people like me are here to stop that shit. And I probably will name this Understand the Demons That God Made to Destroy Satan and his children. Like I was telling Doug today, and I've told him before, but not as much as I did today. The demons that God made to destroy the evil on this earth will make Satan piss his pants. That's how scary they are. There's things that have never been ever seen before. So, yeah, and that's true. And that's what's coming up here shortly. So, like I said before, I'm not like a Mason. I'm not out here warning demons ahead of time like they say is some kind of something. No, it ain't. They're just giving you parts of the truth so when they lie to you, it won't look as apparent. That's all. You know, I'm just telling you straight out when I get the chance to kill a demon on that day, I'm going to have the most fun I've ever had in my whole existence. So, because you took my son that would give like that and actually even been hit and hurt and tried to hug the kid, that type of kid, you took that type of kid away from a loving parent and put him out in the hell. And that's what demons perpetuate. So if somebody that's sick right now and they're doing like drugs or drinking or something, you're susceptible to that suggestions. And part of it might be true just enough to make one think that everything they're saying is golden and you're not in touch with the icky feeling within there. So, yeah. It is psychological warfare on one extreme only because I'm playing games, because I think it's funny, you know. But the reality of the whole thing goes much deeper. That's not a laughing matter. There's some souls that literally could be saved, but I almost said, but I'm afraid they're not going to. No, I'm not afraid. Some of them I'm happy they're not going to because they're disgusting. So, true story. Those are the ones that are out there that are the total hypocrites. And like I said, most of them are big channels. There's a couple that are smaller and they're out there playing the game because they're like a intermediate. They're a gateway to um, it's the evil network. They're out there playing games and there's different levels. And there's even some bigger families that appear to be smaller on level that are probably worse than any of them because if they can take 100 of God's people on, say, on their channel and dissuade them in any manner, in the most beautiful manner possible, to get you to denounce God or not even speak of Him. And then I've seen like Eastern Star talking about Father. It's not the Almighty they're talking about, not the man with the grace of God and the one with Christ, you know. This, that, you know, that's not the one they're talking about. It's their Father, absolutely their Father. So yeah, I'll probably make this song a little bit longer. Yeah, I do eat later in the day. I'm gonna fry up some steak later, chuck steak and some salad. And yeah, I love steak and salad. When I met Doug, it was like steak and toast, and I'm like, no way, you're not putting carbs on top of that meat. Be different if you were like gonna really, really work it off the next day. But if you're drinking beer and then you're eating toast and steak, forget that crap. You know, it's like, no, 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 I'm not going to cook these unless you have a little bit of salad. You know, I'm the food police, you know. Well, yeah. always kind of been like that. Can't help it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was talking about the weather a little bit being a little bit chilly, and um, well, at the end of August, it's kind of like this usually. So it seems to be about like 2 weeks. I'm not sure what's coming up here in the future, but as far as weather, I don't. Once in a while, I'll watch the weather, and if Doug, and I watch like MBB and Dabo and um, different ones, like what's going out on the planet and stuff. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. Enjoyed your walk and talking, JB. That's funny about the woman sweeping, and you were talking about the mindset of people, and being that I instinctively feel people like that, I would have read her like that too on out there. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but I've been in different situations where, like, if I wanted to buy a bag or something, I'd like, sure, I'd scrub a toilet to buy some smoke if I wanted to get high. And you were talking about them flushing them. Yeah, at least 2 weeks, you know. I had to literally quit buying smoke. At one point, one dude, he was just giving me this garbage, amp it up real quick and then just put it out there and not care about the flavor and stuff. It's like, you slimy little biatch. How can they do that to people and then you end up getting your lungs hurt? Hopefully you don't get an infection in there from coughing. I did one time, coughed myself throat raw and then got strep throat from it. So, and then I don't like doctors, so that's all kinds of screwed up. So, yeah, I have this stuff, um, tetracycline that you can buy. It's actually for chickens, lambs, and that type of thing, poultry, um, and you put it in their water, and it's an antibiotic. And I've literally taken that because of the Morgellons, and I've gotten penicillin from the feed store too that you use like an injection, but only drank that shit. It's like nasty, but it saved my life because I wasn't going to no doctor. They won't give you penicillin, so, and they can't stop giving it to people with farm animals. So there's really nothing they can do to monitor that unless they want to pollute all the animals on the planet, which they're doing anyway. But yeah. Oh, it's a crazy world. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, I had a lot on my mind today, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe not as much as what I thought. No. Oh shit. Um, I don't know. I just really get a kick out of people thinking that they're hiding from God when He knows you from the inside out. That's the part I've never gotten. It's like, I heard Robin saying today that he always felt like he was, even before he believed in God, that he always felt like somebody was watching him. I've always known God has been with me, always knowing I had an audience from the inside out. So, and my kids don't think they do. I mean, okay, for like a split second, I just honed in on both of them, my adult children, and then left, like that. And, um, and God can see us in mass like that. So, if you can imagine that. Each one of us is like a tiny cell in God's body, and He feels us just like that. So incredible, but true. And yeah, he has certain things he has people go through just to um, strengthen them, actually, as warriors to protect him and yourself and your soul. That's actually what it's all about. It's for you. I mean, I mean, the guy beating your ass and beating your head in and all that shit, or somebody being cruel to you. It does strengthen you in one extreme, and it's not like he put that there. But since Satan put that there, God will use that and show you how it'll strengthen you, or for you not to become that, actually. So you'd think somebody in a godless home like I was raised um, would become the same godless creature. But that just showed me exactly what not to do. And like I've told people, when I grow up, I do not want to be you, you know. So, yeah, lots of people, all kinds of people. It's like, what do you want to do when you grow up? I know what I want to do. I don't want to be you. Please, God, that type of thing. Just kind of a sweet way to insult somebody's total character. You know, yeah, that's me. Yeah. Well, I probably will shut this down. I pretty much was just going to say hi, and um, I'll just tell it like it is. I've tried listening to some women on the internet, and a couple I can tolerate. Like I recommended one girl, Steffens, Rachel Steffens, to listen to. As far as uh, from what I can tell from her teachings out of the Bible, she's like straight up and a good woman. And let's see, another person I respect. I don't watch her though because she's not telling me something I don't know. Seeing now, if I watch somebody and I know that is flat out lying to me, then the bitch has got an enemy to the max. You know, whether it be male or female. So, um, pretty much if you look at my playlist, well, okay, like Water Bear's got a girlfriend. She's just a beautiful little lady. I do not know how to pronounce her name. It's something like AYCR something. And that could be just a nickname. I don't know. And I was going to ask him, and I think he even said it. Maybe it was like Charlize or Charlene, or maybe you let me know, big guy, if you're watching sometime. So, um, and there's a couple other girls out there that I can relate to on a certain level, but I not nobody that's really gonna tell me anything. So life gets a little boring and embarrassing and sickening and stupid, and you know what I mean. Oh my God, please, you know. And a lot of women hate me because I am smart. So, and other things. What the hell ever, whatever. God damn it. Really. I can't wait till this shit is over. Always could not wait till I got old and old and old so people would stop being cruel to me. But it doesn't fucking matter. They're all bastards anyway. You know. Thought, God, maybe if I get old and wrinkly, then they'll stop fucking hating me. But then I found out, well, maybe they just hate my mouth, or maybe they just hate my Christianity. And, well, how about that? And sometimes it is my intelligence, because, anyway, like even knowing what body parts go for. Not human ones, car ones. Car parts, old tin, all this stuff, like catalog. So I don't know. Depends on what you do in your life, what you learn, and what you've been around. Some people just know things because they just know things. And I kind of started out like that, and then my curiosity for knowledge just took over like crazy. Well, when I found out everybody was being so violently fooled and their souls were in danger, um, I went into extreme determination mode. It's like I know that people are afraid of me, so how can I take advantage of this without taking advantage of anybody or hurting myself or hurting God in the process? So that's kind of the way I operate like that. So, yeah, I do love. I see girls and they're young and I'm like, I can't handle you, but you're cute and I love you. Goodbye. But there's one that I actually I can't say I hate her, but I'm getting it because she's fucking with one of God's people and he's going down for it. Well, he's going down for his own stupidity, but she's not helping the situation. In fact, there's a group of women that are on his channel that literally are Eastern Star and affiliates, and they're working together with a couple of the guys on there too. And it's like, you flipping plain, you fucking bastard. So I put it in God's hands. It's like, if I had the choice right now, I'd zap his ass right fucking now. Just get it over with. But it's not up to me. Or like I said, or is it? There's some that know who's going to be doing what. So I guess that's their problem. If they don't care, God can't care. If you don't care about God, God's not going to care about you. That's the bottom line. It's like the same with anybody. We're either friends or we're not. Pretty much that's it. So, well, everybody, I'm going to let you go. I love you so much. I do. Thanks for being here, and peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night. God bless your night.